I met Nathan Parks when he was a senior at Durham High School, and I was out recruiting. I first met him, and he was a tall, skinny kid, about 6'4", about 210 pounds, but he's a really good athlete. And the first time I met him, he had a broken arm from wrestling, and then I went and saw him at a track meet, and he could really run. So we decided to recruit him.
It was Coach Rigsby. I was at a track meet. It would have been spring of 1992, my senior year at high school. Invitational track meet at Butte College, and Coach Rigsby saw me running.
He was a 4.0 student at Durham, but he was young. He was only 17 years old. He wasn't developed like he was going to be developed.
I was very young coming out of high school. I was 17 years old. The only player on the team that had to have his mom sign a permission slip. So I needed to mature a little. Coach Rigsby had just seen me run a 4x1 relay, and I remember he asked me what I was going to do next year. I said, I have no idea, no plans. No real significant opportunities. Maybe I'll just go to work for the family business. And he said, why don't you come out and play football at Butte? He
really wasn't sure what he wanted to do, so we convinced him to come to Butte College, and he could get bigger, stronger, faster. We could take the good classes, the transferable classes.
I needed to be exposed to the world outside of Durham, California, and that's what Butte College did.
The first year he redshirted, and then every year he got bigger and bigger and bigger. By the time he was a redshirt freshman, he was 6'6", 275, 280 pounds, and got recruited by a lot of schools, and he ended up going to Stanford because of his academic situation. That's the school he had always wanted to go to.
Getting the news to go to Stanford happened very quickly. Coach Rigsby and I had some discussions on colleges that I would have liked to attend. The recruiting process was starting to happen fairly rapidly for me after playing one season at Butte, and Stanford was really kind of that opportunity up on the top of the list. The offensive coordinator, Terry Shea, ended up coming out to some spring practices, and within a week I had an offer to attend Stanford.
So he went ahead and went to Stanford and started 3 years there.
I graduated in the spring of 1997 from Stanford University with a degree in economics. Fortunately, I had opportunities to pursue a football career in the NFL and was drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs, and that began my football career, which lasted 5 years. Retired from the NFL in 2002 and decided to take a little bit of time off. My wife and I had 2 small children. I had been away quite a bit pursuing my football career. I took about a year to just really get my mind right, get healthy, heal up a little bit, decide what the next phase of my life was going to look like. I was a broker for Edward Jones in the Sacramento area for almost a year. Decided to transition out of that career. I called my father, who at that time owned ProPacific Fresh, and there was an opportunity to join the sales team.
So when I first met Nate was when he was playing football at Stanford. I was working with his dad, Bruce, and his brother, Justin, and at a point he approached his dad, Bruce, and mentioned that he was interested in joining the family business.
But I think his work ethic sets him apart from a lot of people. He went into the business, started at the low level, even though his dad owned the company, and he worked his way up and worked his way up.
And as he got to know the business better and the nuances of the business, he started expanding his influence out. And most recently, Nate was promoted to president and chief operating officer of the company.
In addition to functioning as the president and chief operations officer, my brother Justin and I purchased the business from our parents 2 years ago. There's 3 partners in the business, 3 shareholders, my brother, myself, and Terry Richardson, our CEO.
He was ready for the challenge. He's up for the challenge. He's attacked it with the vigor that I certainly knew that he would.
It's been really exciting for me to see Nate grow from a young, skinny kid up into a great football player at Stanford, and then a player in the National Football League, and now see him married, has children of his own.
One of the things that I certainly respect about Nate is it's family first. Is as demanding as our business is, the demands on our time and energy, he always makes sure and puts his family first. Every opportunity that he has, communicating to our team, even with the recent events with the Oroville Dam, it's family first. Take care of your families, and that's something that I think is not only generates a lot of respect, but it's the right thing to do.
Caring about people, I think, is something that's critical to running a business and succeeding in life. You can't get anything done without a strong team of people. And people, at the end of the day, want to work somewhere that they feel cared about and they feel valued. And that's a critical part of my business philosophy.
With Nate being nominated as Alumni of the Year for Butte College, I think that's just fantastic, and I'm not surprised at it.
Nathan, I'd like to congratulate you on being nominated and being named one of our Alumni of the Year at Butte College. I was very happy to nominate you. I couldn't think of a more deserving person than you. Congratulations.
Looking back and reflecting over the years, that we appreciate what Butte College does for the young people of the area, and that's something that I've got a lot of respect for, and I'm extremely honored to be named Butte College Alumni of the Year.